Small 1 minute. Sorry, guys, for the delay, but today it's not my day on my computer. Okay. I think now it's okay. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. My name is Michelle. I'm 30 years old. I live in Rio. I'm here as a hostess since March or April. I don't know very well. I work with international management and logistics operations, and I study management. My birthday is almost coming up. It's on Tuesday. I don't like so much to getting older, but it's the life. I would like that you presentation yourself. Can you start, Priscilla, please?
Yeah. So my name is Priscilla. I'm living in Petrópolis, Rio State. I'm married. I don't have children. I have a little dog. I study about quality assurance, my current profession. About my hobbies, I like read books, walking, practice yoga, and that's it.
Thank you, Priscilla. What about you? Sorry. What about you, Azael?
Well, I'm living in Fortaleza, capital city of Ceará, the state, and I like to practice English and learn new things, more especially programming. I'm learning program to when I grow up. I'd like to become a professional of this work, and also I'm still studying at school. I'm 16 years old. I make the second year of high school, Brazil. Yeah, that's it, guys. My throat is hurting a little bit, but I can talk.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. And you, Julia?
Hi guys, my name is Julia. I'm 24 years old. I am from Sorocaba, but I live in São Paulo. I am oceanographer, and I am trying to improve my English because I will go to Scotland this year. So I need to improve. And I like to go walking. I like to watch movies and series. I like to spend time with my dog. His name is Snoop Dogg. And that's it.
Thank you, Julia. And you, Bruna?
Hello, everyone. My name is Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I work in the public service. I'm married. I have 2 sons. And when Asael said he is 16 years old, I think, oh my gosh, it's so good. You start early study English and in special practice, because I would like to start early like you, Azael. So congratulations. That's it.
Thank you, Bruna. Guys, today we are talking about emotions. And the first question is if we are able to identify your emotions. So, Julia, are you able to identify your emotions?
I think so. I'm not able to control it, it's more difficult, but usually I think I can identify.
Thank you. So, and you, Bruna?
Well, sometimes, yes, I'm able to identify my emotion. In the past, I think it's so hard for me. But after I started to meditation, it's helped me a lot. Priscilla said about do the yoga. So I think this practice help us a lot to identify your emotion, to think before your actions. I think it's so good for me.
Yes, I think when we grow up, it's better. But I think it's a process, and we are prepared to learn and with the process with the events. Sometimes it's difficult. And you, I don't know if it's Azael or Asael, the pronouns.
Azel with sound of Z, not
Okay.
with S.
Okay, thank you. What about you? Are you able to identify your emotions?
Oh, sometimes it's hard to do it. An example, we start talking English in group. We always have afraid, but sometimes we need to ignore this emotion. It happened not only with afraid, it can happen with I don't know, sad and other emotions. But sometimes it's hard, but sometimes we can control. For example, an angry, we feel angry somebody, but we can get out of control. Yeah, we need to support this emotion. The life works exactly as it control, or not also control.
Yes, control is very, very important. And you, Priscilla?
So it's possible. Sometimes I identify my emotions, and for help me, I'm practicing yoga and meditation, because depends of the situation, but it's important to put in your routine this practice, in my opinion, because sometimes it's very difficult to control the emotions, depends of the case, but I'm use this practice for help me to continue my emotions more calm, and because this I use that.
Yes, I think yoga helps to identify the things inside of us.
Yeah,
It's a good practice to help us, I think.
yeah. For mental health, it's essential, in my opinion.
Okay, very good. So the number 2 is about accept. So Bruna, do you accept and value your emotions?
Yeah, nowadays it's possible. I respect. I think the correct word for me is I respect my emotions. In the past, all the time I judge my opinion, my emotion, and special my emotion, because I don't know. I think I don't have maturity enough. All the time you respect the other emotion, but when your emotion you don't respect. It's possible you don't judge your emotion all the time. When I do something it's wrong, I wrong something, for example, oh my gosh, I'm tall person, I'm not I'm so bad person, for example. No, I did this because I have a necessity. For example, I need something. And in this motion, in this moment, I think, oh my God, I need to respect what I think, my feeling now, because it's impossible. Sometimes it's impossible. You change the past. Sometimes no. Every time it's impossible. You change the past. It's possible you correct the future, but and you need to respect. I value a lot my emotion nowadays.
Yes, it's very important. In the past, I always tried not to feel, and I don't accept the feelings. So now I can't feel this. It's wrong, or it's not appropriate for the scenario, for the hour. But my psychologist, Michelle, are you human? I can't not feeling the emotions. You can control, but not feeling, it's impossible. So I try to, okay, this is emotion. I can feel this emotion, and okay, it's okay. But in the past, it was so hard for me. It's difficult. And you, Julia, what do you think?
Oh, I want to be like Bruna, but I am not. I think I try to be more rational than emotional person, because in my job, my boss is very unfair and she get me angry all the time and stressed. And I try to ignore that, because if I accept this emotion, I will be angry all day. So I try to ignore, not that the feeling is not here, but I try not to think about it all day. And I don't know, I try to focus on only the good emotions that I feel when I go back home, when I talk to my friends, my boyfriend, and I try to let down all the bad emotions. So I think I just accept the good ones, and the bad, I feel like it's not even here. I know it's not the correct, and but I don't know, it's the way that I found to be happy.
Yes, I understand you, because I think most of part of people learning that positive emotion, it's very good, and the negative emotions should be avoided or ignored. So I think we recreate this process all the time, because the society likes the good things, the I smile on the photos, on the videos, and the negative emotions we try not to give it for other person. And I think it's incorrect. Of course, we are living on society, but respect and demonstrate that you are not so good today, it's important. So especially to avoid more conflicts. I try to do this thing on my work. Every day I talk about today I'm not so good. People avoid to bring to me things that it's important but not urgent for the day. So I think when we are vulnerable, I don't know the word, people getting more, I don't know, friendly. I think it's my opinion. What do you think, Azael?
About the with my emotions, but sometimes I don't do it, especially in bad emotions, in bad moments. Sometimes, sometimes no. Every day, I'm always trying to. When we are a teenager, many things changed. and emotions, body, everything, absolutely. And to accept it is hard, but sometimes it's easy. But in general, I accept.
Okay, thank you. Priscilla, have you already talked? I think no.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
So, no problem. So about this, yes, I can more control in the moment. The same Bruno said, I respect me to now, and I'm trying to understand the situation and learn to improve my reactions, because depends of the situation, but sometimes it's hard or not, but we need to understand myself by myself, because and respect, yeah, because I'm woman, and I'm very, there are very emotions during my life, and I'm trying to understand, and when I don't feel good, I'm put my practice in yoga for to more calm, and that's it. It's about I'm trying to put in balance my emotion all the time. It's in general, that's it, because sometimes it's hard. Depends of the day, but sometimes not it's not easy to control. It's real, but I'm try to put in balance. That's it.
Yes, yes, me too. Every time I try to balance my feelings, my emotions. The next question is about body, and in my opinion, body it's a tool to try to feeling, to identify and treat the emotions. I don't know, tratar the emotions. Because, for example, when I'm very, very angry, I needed to do something. In the past, I broke something, but nowadays I run or I make some exercise, and it's better. But in the past, I try to deal with anger in not appropriated way. It's hard. It's not great for me. But I think body it's very important in this process. What do you think, Julia?
Yeah, totally agree that our body always tell our emotion, especially the bad ones. For example, I always have like headache when I'm very stressed, sometimes even stomach pain, and or when we are very anxious, we can feel like a heart beating so fast, and it's very horrible to feel that. But I like the feeling that our body shows when we are feeling something good, like when you are in love, or when you are with your dog, when you are at your home resting, your body feels so relaxed, and it's very good. And I always can realize that, especially in the end of the day, that I feel that my body is like stress intense or it's relaxed.
Yes, yes. I think the end of the day is the moment that I feel everything about the emotions, the feelings. It's important to think about it. Thank you, Julia. And you, Priscilla?
So when I'm very anxious, because it's very common, I can't sleep better. It's normal in my case. I'm trying all the time to control my issues, but I don't remember other feels in the moment because at the moment I consider more easy to control my emotions because about the I forget the name about the Bruno said maturidade. And it's more easy to control, to put in practice other options. For example, practice yoga, walking, other sports. It's help about this bad situation, for example, bad emotions. And yeah, that's it. I'm trying to to balance and more to control depends of the situation, but it's normally it's possible to control, and I keep calm and yeah.
Thank you, Priscila.
Welcome.
And you, Bruna?
Still, I think the maturity is all in my life. It's so good.
Yeah.
So when I anxious, I have a lot of butterfly in my stomach. I hated this, but I think, oh my gosh, Bruna, take your time, take it easy, don't have problem. I try to control, and I'm not angry, and if I'm angry in this moment, I think, like Priscilla said, I feel a headache. It's bad. I don't have a problem with my sleep. When I sleep, I don't have a problem. Let me see. I think it's possible all the time you realize what you happen with your body when you feeling it's very intense. Uh, that's it. My hand is sweat a little. Um, so that's it, I think. I have a big problem with my butterflies in my stomach.
Yes, me too. Especially starting something, a new something. For example, in the first immersion that I did, oh my God, everything it's, I don't know, my hands is very sweated too, and I can't touching my mouse. It's, oh my God, it's horrible. And I try always breathe. It's breathe, I think, and try to relax. But it's difficult when I try new things.
Yeah, breathe in and breathe out help a lot. I meditation. Why this? Because help me a lot in this moment. The meditation. Oh my gosh! Take your time. Take it easy. Breathe in, breathe out. It's you calm. I don't know. Maybe the breath. Your brain. How do you say this? Ventila melhor seu cérebro. And it's possible to think better.
Yes, yes, Bruno. I agree with you. And you, Azael?
In my case, it's strange. For example, when I feeling nervous, I feel to do poop literally with other people that I know. And other is when I practice my body literally is so different. Yeah, not only in the physical part, but also in my, I always think that my, well, how can I say, meu desempenho is, I do a mistake, I tell to myself, don't worry, you can be better. Go. And including has an interesting thing that I'd like to say. When I run fast, I always think in the music, the Eye of the Tiger. Do you know this music?
Yes, I love so much.
So famous, it's so great. The Eye of the Tiger. Then is bring literally dopamine in your brain to do something that you need to do a big an effort. Bem, with me, that
Okay. I don't know if your connection or my connection, but sometimes your video freezing for me, and I don't understand very well. But I understand the part of the song and what do you said for yourself. And I think it's a good way to deal with emotions. I try to talk with me when I'm very nervous or very sad, and come on, Michelle, it's a moment, it's a phase, it's let's go. And I always hear the song too, especially when I'm not, I don't want to go to the gym, and I listen this song and I think no pain, no gain. And I went to the gym and it's okay. Songs have a power, I think. It's great thing to use. It's a great tool. So let's start off the number 4. How often does your emotions control you, Julia?
Yeah, I try not to give control to my emotions. I try to be on control. And now that I'm doing exercise, I think it's helping a little because I can only manage my emotions during the exercise, and try to ignore it during the rest of the day, to not let them control me and and like difficult my work, difficult my life, because that's what the bad emotions do. They can difficult your day if you not control that, and they can even difficult your relationship too. If you're always stressed, always angry with something in work, you will come home and bring all that emotions, and will not be good to you and to your family, to your partner, because you like bring these emotions to home and not to resolve yourself. And I know that Priscilla and Bruna talk about meditation, and I tried to do one time ago, and it really helped because we can like think about it doing meditations and try to relax and try to manage better. And I need to do again. But I didn't answer the question, but I think it controls me. I don't know if a lot, but I try not to give this power to my emotions.
Thank you, Julia. And you, Bruna, what do you think? Your emotions control you?
No, it isn't frequent often. But I think in special moment in the every month, the TPN for the woman, it's hard for me to control, and because you girls, you understand this, I need to eat a lot. I'm anxious. I at the moment it's hard for me to control. they control me so bad. But in special moments, in the other moment, I think it's possible I control my emotion more than they control me.
Yes, I understand you. I try to plan this week of the month of not do complex things or something like that. But sometimes when I'm very reactive and I argue with many people, I remember, now I know what these reactions. It's not so good, but nowadays I'm more relaxed about this. Okay, it's my life. I need to. Sometimes it's not possible to control. Okay, somebody will suffer, but I try balance it, but avoid the big reactions, the big conflicts. And
Yeah, I
you,
think
so,
it's more, it's harder because it's involved the hormone, and it's a big problem, though. Because I think the most interesting moment is because you do something, the emotion come, and you, what's happened with me? What's happened? And you feel and you think, oh my gosh, I know, now I understand. This is because a specific moment in the month, the hormone change. Okay, I understand this moment, and this moment, I think it's necessary to respect yourself. I think
yeah,
it's correct for me to understand, because if you, oh no, it's a problem with me, it's impossible to control. No, it's possible. When the moment you realize you have a problem, your emotion it's very intense. I think it's so good. It's possible you control a little
yeah,
bit, but it's possible.
I agree with you. And you, Priscilla?
Yeah, Bruna said about these moments, special moments during month, it's more difficult, but I'm trying to understand me and keep calm, because it's a little moment during month, and I need to understand and try to understand, and don't worry, yeah. And about the question too, I'm thinking about this. It's more difficult to control me, because I'm when I think about the bad emotions, for example, I'm trying using methods to help me. And when I more intention, observe more intention, I'm putting practice yoga, I'm walking, run, and for this don't affect me more. And, I'm putting one method in practice, and forget this bad moment or the good moment. For example, when I need know about something. Oh, it's a special day. I need this, or I want this. Oh, I know it's okay, but I try to keep calm for bad or good emotions. When I'm more intense, I'm trying to control, but not totally control in the moment. In the past, yes, but in the moment, no. I use these different methods. Depends of the situation. Yeah, depends. It's
Yes.
uh, more easy to observe, to understand about the happens in the moment, specific moments. It's when I think about yourself, I don't know, conversar, myself. Yeah, I'm talking with me all the time.
Me too.
And it's important.
I agree. Me too. I talk with me a lot.
Yeah.
And you, Azael, about number 4.
All right. And sometimes, in my case, the procrastination control me. The entire people already suffered with it. Procrastination is something inevitably to, but during these days, I can control with it with more ease, especially when I more times during the day. In my case, when I feel the procrastination controlling me, something is wrong. I need to do something that will, how can I say, will remove something that will good for me, practice English or walk, practice a sport. Yeah, but I have a question during this. In your obligations, because sometimes the procrastination can bring when in my case, when I to feel it, I ignore it. Yeah, it's very hard to do it. Yeah, and when I finish my obligations, literally the procrastination. Yeah, for me it's strange, but it worked.
Yes. I try to think in this way. If I can wake early to work or work every day, I needed to put my energy in my projects too. I try to balance the energy with my work and my personal projects, because I think my life is not only work. So I always try. If I can procrastinate in my work, I can procrastinate in my life. It's so difficult, but I try always compare my energy for go to work. For example, it's raining a lot. I needed to go to work, so I need to go to the gym in the same way, because my life is so important as the work. Of course, my return, it's not money. In the third way, it's money too, because it's an investment. In the future, I can spend with medicines and doctors. So I try to keep balance, put the work and my life in the same level. I think it's a good way to try to avoid the procrastination. I don't know, but it's so hard. It's difficult. And about the number 5.
Excuse me.
Sorry?
Can I speak?
Yes, no problem.
Right.
Azael,
that we
the connection.
a thing.
Sorry.
Oh my internet. Wait.
Yes,
All right. Can I start?
Yes, it's better now.
All right. And we are do a thing that not comfortable. In fact, with everyone. Yeah, you know.
Yes, I don't understand very well. Can you repeat, please? For your connection, sometimes your voice failed for me. I don't know if for other person too.
Yeah, for me too. Maybe
Me
it's
too.
possible you try to close your camera. It's better. Maybe it's improve your connections.
Yes, I don't. Yes, can wait.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. It's now. It's okay, but I can't understand that you told me.
All.
Yes, only the part. Can you repeat your? I don't.
We can pass for the next question.
Okay. Okay, thank you. The number five, it's about expression. Are you able to express your emotions honestly, Julia? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it is what I was talking about, that I try to respect my emotions, but sometimes it's very difficult and I tend to ignore them because it's easier to me. So I don't know if I always honestly with myself. I am honest with other people. When I am angry with my boyfriend, I always tell them that the reason I angry. I try to give the arguments, to he understand why I'm feeling this way. So I can express my emotions honestly to other people, but not to myself, you know.
Yes. Honestly, it's too hard for me to talk about my emotions, especially with the person more closer than me. It's very difficult. I try, but sometimes I prefer not to talk to avoid conflicts, and it's not so good. But I write in my notebook, but it's not the same thing. I try to improve the way to express myself, but it's so difficult. And you, Priscilla?
I believe so, but it's not common in my case to speak with other person. Depends of the situation. But I'm writing my diary and I write my emotion about my day. And when I very intention emotion, I like to write, to put my emotions in papers. And yeah, it's more common in my case. And what's other things to forget it. When I bad emotion, I prefer this. I walk, and it's helped me forget. And in the moment, don't put more attention. Because when I put attention to some things, you can you to contribute to ground this case, this situation.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I tried not to talk in the same time, and try another time, but sometimes I forgot or I don't want, and it's better to talk in the moment or never, never more. It's difficult.
Yeah.
And you, Azael? I can listen you. It's very
The international is
sorry. Now it's difficult to understand you. I think it's your connection.
probably it's my cell phone, but I'm gonna talk. All right.
Okay.
In my case, it's difficult to express my emotions, especially when I have a feel to cry. eh, when I stay with a lot of expressive. And I only do it when I stay alone. In this case, I cry easily, and I have this feeling. But speaking other emotions, as angry or sadness, I can express it, but with control, because these emotions, especially when we don't have a control, the chaos inside of us, and sometimes with other people around us.
Yes, sometimes I prefer to expression alone. This why it's my reason to write the emotions, my feelings. I write and I understand better, and after I talk with somebody, because I understand if the problem it's about the action of the other people or about me and the way that understand the action, the attitude. Sometimes it's better to get along to expression your emotions, I think. Thank you, Azael. And you, Bruna?
Well, I think I'm be able to express my emotion because my face says all what I think in this moment. If I angry, I think it's terrible for me. I trying to control all the time, but it's difficult. You express in my face express all that I think. And it's possible when I angry with someone, I think, oh, I want to speak with this person, express, oh, I in this moment I angry with you because you said for me this, and I hate something like this. I think it is important the communication all the time. You said what you say what you feeling in this moment. I think it's more honest with you and with the other person. Okay, don't tell me a specific thing now because I'm not bad. I'm bad now. I'm not okay. I angry. It's not a good moment to discuss something. I think maybe it's like this.
Yes, yes. I think it's important to have a strategy to deal with another people to avoid the conflict and I don't know, to keep the relation as good as well. Strategy is important in the life. So guys, our time it's almost finished. I put a survey on the chat about this emotion. Feel free to put a suggestion, a topic, a comment about this emotion, the structure. It's very good to help me to improve. To improve. And thank you a lot to your participation. I like so much to listen about your opinion. Thank you so much, guys. and have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a nice
you.
weekend for you.
Thank you. Bye bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Have a nice
Bye.
weekend,
So long. Have a
everybody.
nice
Bye.
one.